Just got off work today, and I'm spending time with Gizmo. But look like Gizmo had his back turned on me. He is asleep. I haven't done a video in a while, and I was like, let me do a video because I've been watching YouTube a lot. I've been on TikTok a lot. Just learning a lot of different things and stuff like that. And also, my cat died. Smoke, she was that cat. She passed away on July 4th. And, life goes on. I loved her. She was a good cat. I believe she served a purpose. And she went on to the next phase of her meow life. But anyway, I just want to talk about the thing that scares me the most is a person's thoughts. You can have a conversation with a person and you can be as clear and specific as possible, but that person can take what you said and flip it upside down and have it to where you is the worst person ever. And I don't know how they do that or why they do that, but they do. Now, there was a situation at work where this guy, he was very quiet. He didn't bother anybody. Nobody bothered him. But for some odd reason, he always felt like people was talking about him. He always felt like, somebody was laughing at his shoes or laughing at his clothes. But no one bothered that guy. No one said anything to him. No one looked at him. People gave him respect. Nobody bothered him. And so my boss came to me and said, hey, is everything all right in class? Guys complaining, saying that people is talking about him and making fun of him. And I said, everything is good from my point of view. I mean, none of that ever happened. And she looked at me and I looked at her and I said, it never existed. What else can I say? Nothing happened. And then, it kept on doing that. I don't know if the guy was schizophrenic or paranoid personality or what. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying. And he's married with children. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Poor people. But anyway, so really, he was complaining every day about things. And what led up to the final draw for him was he made up a story in his head that he and another worker was into it. But they never had words with each other. They never spoke to each other. They never looked at each other. Nothing. But in his mind, he felt that him and dude was beefing. So he said he's going to quit because he can't take this no more. And I was like, this is weird. The way people think. I don't know. Everybody want to be a prophet, or everybody wants to be a sorcerer or whatever. When come to me and ask me about what you think about whatever, da 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 da, I'm gonna tell you simple as this. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit up here and speculate something that I could be absolutely wrong about. Because people take what you say face value. And I don't want to sit here and say the wrong stuff on someone and get their whole world messed up. So it's like, people are something else. But yeah, people thinking the way they think is crazy. Is wrong. You're doing well in life. You're doing what you got to do to do well. And people sit up there and hate on you and have a smear campaign and tell somebody some lies or whatever, and they believe it and they mad. And I'm looking at them like, why are you mad because of what somebody said you probably didn't do, because it sounds believable? That's a good question. It sounds believable, so I'm going to get mad because my best friend's mad. But then when you and your best friend get into it, then you want to be buddy-buddy with the person that you were supposed to be mad at to get information on the person that was your buddy-buddy, so y'all could team up together and go against them, which is another story. But like I said, I remember back in year 2000 when they were trying to get rid of the video game Grand Theft Auto. At that time, I really wasn't familiar with the game. I've heard about it, but they was talking about it does some crazy stuff. And yes, it does. It's some crazy stuff going on Grand Theft Auto. And now, 25 years later, these people out here are acting like the characters of Grand Theft Auto. You know, some parts of the game, you may have to go and shoot up a place. You may have to set some bombs. You may have to run over someone. You may have to, just whatever. And people out here are actually doing this. Like, when it comes to these young kids, they are out here really taking hats. Like, this young boy, he didn't care about school. He just want to go and take some hats. Meaning he want to shoot people up. His main purpose for the day is to go shoot somebody up. For instance, his ops. And I'm like, why would you want to go out there and shoot somebody who looked like you? You go out here, you shoot somebody up, you take them out, and they look just like you. Sound like a little bit of self-hatred there, but damn, why would you want to take someone out that look like you? People out here are having road rage. They're out here shooting. I just believe people out here do stuff just for somebody to react so they can pew someone. They do stuff on purpose, get your reaction, and then they go to pew. They go the shooting on the interstates. They go the shooting up the neighborhood. They go the road rage incident. Like, damn, yo. Do you really have to do this? Do you really have to act a fool and do stuff to cause a scene? Like, everybody want to be seen in a negative way. You don't want to be seen as the person who, found out a way to do something, you know what I'm saying? Just do something positive, like came up with a way to eliminate garbage or created something to keep cat hair out of the place, or created a scent to eliminate odors, strong odors at that. People are not looking at that. They just want people to see them because they out here shooting people, or they're out here doing all this cussing and talking crazy, and they think that people want to see that. No, we don't want to see that. I can understand why people have fatigue, because you can get tired of, all that activity that is unnecessary. That is unnecessary. So, I'm going to get off of here. But I'm just being honest, though. People's way of thinking really bothers me. It bothers me a lot, because people are not thinking rational anymore. People are not thinking village. People are not thinking community. A lot of people are thinking of let me take from you or I'm going to take you out type of mentality. And it's like, man, it is scary. I'm on TikTok every day. I'm on YouTube every day, and I'm on Facebook. And I scroll through, I look at stories and stuff, and it is just baffling how people think and how people just really want to damage someone. Like, you can sit up here and think of ways to damage someone, think of ways to hurt someone, think of ways to, try to humble someone when they do well in life or they got things going for them. You try to find a way to destroy them. And I'm like, that way of thinking is really scary. Because you may have somebody that be like, well, congratulations, I love you, it's all nice. But then at the same time, they over there trying to create your downfall. They over there trying to, man, I got to put something in this person's drink and stop them from being more successful than me. They can't outdo me. It's just, it's a crazy way of thinking that people allow themselves to do. And what they don't know is thoughts come and thoughts go. And you're supposed to be able to master your thoughts, because your thoughts are not your own. You either accept them thoughts and play with them, or you rebuke them. That's basically it. And I had to rebuke a lot of thoughts, because if they had came to pass, it'd be a lot of messed up stuff. A lot of messed up stuff. And I remember back in the day when I used to think very ill of people. I used to think of harming people and this and that, thinking that's just the way to be. But that's really not, because the only thing it's doing is hurting myself. So I'm going to get off of here. But I'm going to tell you, you around people who thinking is very critical and is scary, you might want to step away from them, because it is not worth you losing your life over someone's error in thinking. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. It's people who have mistakenly got pew-pew and unalive because the person thought that they took something and they didn't even take anything. So, yeah, when it comes to people and their way of thinking, I stay away. You know what? I don't even argue with you, because I'm at an age now that sitting up here arguing this stuff is childish. It's for the kids. I'm no longer a child. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with people. And whatever you think, you right, is whatever you think. Whatever. You know, you can say the worst things about me. Okay, you right. That's true. You can have that one. Not finna sit up here and argue with you, because that's what you think in your head. Me trying to force you to think otherwise is wasteful. It's a waste of time. If however you think about me is just however you think about me. I can't stop you from thinking whatever you're thinking about me. If you think I'm nothing or the most vain person in the world, then, oh well, that's what it is. It is what it is. So I'm not going to sit here and try to make you think otherwise, because whatever you feel in your heart, that is your truth, and I'm not going to try to stop it. And don't sit there and say, well, dang, you ain't even trying to prove it. I ain't got to prove shit. What? I ain't got to prove a damn thing. Only thing I got to do is get the hell out your way, and you stay the hell out of mine, and we'll be all right. And that's a fact. That's how Mary had a damn lamb. Okay. You can believe all the bullshit you want. Go ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. Hey, hope the shit come true. Then you really be looking stupid. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here.